everyone, welcome to the Making Stories podcast. My name is Claire, I'm the marketing manager here at Making Stories. Across the pond is my lovely, wonderful friend and boss, Hannah-Lisa, and this is the Making Stories podcast. It's all about what we're knitting, what we're doing, what's happening here at Making Stories with a big emphasis on sustainability. And you are joining us today for a very special episode because it's our launch day episode. We've launched issue 7.
Yay! Happy launch
day! To say we're excited is an understatement.
Yes.
So happy launch day, everyone. So today we're going to be mainly focusing on this beauty. So I'm going to throw you over to the lovely Hannah-Lisa to give you a quick overview, because we do have some other videos. So normally, just so you know, we do a launch day video, and I think we talk for maybe nearly 2 hours because we try to just pack everything into that video. So this time we've kind of split things up a little bit. So you may have already seen a sample preview video where we went through all the samples and had a jolly old time talking about them. So I'll link that below. So this is more of an overview of what's going on and what we're doing around the launch. So do check out that sample preview for more details about the sample, and also check out the awesome video that Hannah-Lisa did walking us through all the beautiful yarns we have in issue 7 and what is available in the web shop. So, but without further ado, let's chat about issue 7.
Yes! Joy! So, today's a very joyful day, but it's also the theme of issue 7. Joy, which I think, well, is something that we all need a little bit more in our lives. And a little over a year ago, when we started thinking about the theme for issue 7, we all thought that it would be a great theme to celebrate that the pandemic was over, which did not happen. And but still, it's such a wonderful, I think it's such a wonderful reminder for us to keep looking for the joy in every single aspect of the life, no matter how hard it feels right now. And with the pandemic going on, and with, I don't know, at the time that we're recording this, there's Russia is still waging war against Ukraine. Like, there are a lot of really, really shit things happening in the world. Excuse my French. But we all need something to keep us going. And I think looking for the joy in everything that we do, looking for the joy in our everyday life, that is at least what keeps me going, no matter whether that's just looking out the window and realizing that the sun is shining, taking 3 deep breaths, or maybe stealing away for like 2 minutes of quiet knitting time in the middle of a very busy day. All of those things bring me joy, and I think that's just really an invitation from us to you as well with the launch of issue 7, to explore what brings you joy, because you do need joy in your life to keep going.
Well said.
Thank you. I want to start the exploration of issue 7 by talking a tiny little bit about the design brief. And this was a brief that was a bit different to any of the other briefs that we've done before, because we basically gave the designers free rein. We just said, design something that brings you joy, no matter whether that is working with a shape that you've always wanted to explore or a stitch pattern that you really love. And they delivered. Like,
they really did. I mean, it's such a nice brief, take, like, as a designer too, I think, to be given that free rein to just say, okay, there's no kind of limitations, design whatever is in your brain. Is just lovely. It really gets the creative juices flowing, and it definitely did in this, because that whole submission process, going through them, was so much fun.
Yes.
And really, really hard. If you're watching this and you submitted for issue 7 and you didn't get picked, I always say, if you didn't get picked, don't be disheartened, because we got so many amazing submissions, and we couldn't put them in. I remember Hannah-Lisa and I were going back and forth between 2 designs for quite a long time, and it was so hard to pick, but it was an amazing submission process. So I love that we did it that way and had that approach, and I think it really shows with what's in the magazine too, because it feels very cohesive. and just very happy.
Yeah,
Lots of bubbles.
And if you have watched, or if you are maybe wanting to watch the sample preview video that Claire and I recorded, you'll see that we we basically went from sample to sample saying, I want to knit this. Oh, I also want to knit this. I also want to knit this. And so that is always something that, you know, brings us a lot of joy as well. We're, you know, looking back at a collection and are just really still very, very thrilled with, you know, the patterns that our wonderful designers develop. So also a huge thank you to all of the designers of issue 7. A huge thank you to the yarn partners that we work with. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. To the test knitters, we had a lovely team of over 100 testers, without whom the patterns would be not as good as they are. We had 2 fantastic tech editors working with us, Marina and Jess, our wonderful graphic designer Camille, and then our photographer Melinda and Davina, the gorgeous model that graces the pages of issue 7. Without all of those and countless others, this wouldn't have happened. And not without you, Claire. So thank you to you too.
Oh, thank you. Not without you either.
That's true. Thank you.
Thank you.
The people that I have not mentioned are the people that I want to take a little bit more time talking about today. As Claire said, we talked about the samples in a sample video. We talked about the yarns in a yarn video. We have 2 fantastic articles in issue 7 that we really very, very warmly invite you to read. Measuring Success in Stitches by Deborah Stagg is a very personal piece about redefining what success means in your life. It hit home very hard with me, and I think I won't be the only one. So It's a really good exploration of what success can mean and what it can mean at different points in your life and how knitting relates to that.
It's beautifully written.
It is. The second one is a super, super fun article by a wonderful Canadian dyer, Kalia Turner-Beckman. And Kalia's article is titled Dumpster Diver to Yarn Dyer. And I think it's a fascinating journey exploring the intersections of sustainability and yarn dyeing, on also a very personal note. And I think it's such a fantastic sort of foray into the way that some of the wonderful people, well, in this case, Kalia, thinks about how we can integrate a lot of sustainability in our making and in our dyeing. And like, she's just fantastic. Her work is fantastic, and her writing is too. So definitely check out the article and her yarns. So yeah.
Gorgeous.
The third person that I want to mention that is sort of in the vein of illustrations and articles is someone who we've commissioned a very special illustration from for issue 7. Susan Chin, who's worked with us before, has designed this beautiful joy illustration.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that good? I'm just so thrilled.
Nice.
I think it's so nice. And as you can see,
I love that.
We put it on a tote bag because I love a good tote bag. I know they're not for everyone. I love them. Unapologetically, I want to just keep all of these. No, I don't. But
it's so fun. Do you know what I want to do as well? Is I want to stitch into it as well. Wouldn't that be really fun?
You could. That was actually something that that Susan mentioned when she sent that over.
Yeah.
She's like, you can stitch
Did
into
she?
it. You can embroider it. You can take textile pens and color it in. You can make it a fun craft project with your kids. Like, you can embroider on this and give it to a friend. I think it's so, like, you can do a million different things with this.
I love that.
So yeah. So this is our new Joy tote bag, which is available for sale in our web shop. It's 100% organic cotton, printed here in Germany. And if you purchase any yarn kit from issue 7 until March 31st, we'll gift one of these to you. So, yay!
Oh, which is awesome. Can you imagine your yarn arriving in one of those? That'd be so fun.
Yes. So yeah, which kind of brings me on to the next point, just super quickly talking about sort of what is in the shop right now. As Claire has said, we have the yarn preview video, but we did add 3 different yarns to the lineup that are featured in issue 7, and I just really quickly want to mention them. All of these are available individually, but they're also available as kits. So kits come with these. The first one is one that you've been asking for quite some time. De Rerum Naturas Gilliatt, a wonderful worsted weight woolen spun 3-ply yarn from French and Portuguese merino, entirely produced in Europe, so in Portugal and in France. And it's gorgeous, and it's super good for
Beautiful.
the Sakai cardigan that is in issue 7 that's designed for this, but also really for anything. And we have it in
gorgeous.
9 colors, I think. So for now.
And it's the exact same fibre content as Euless as well, isn't it? Which I'm working on my Yoki cardigan right now. So I've got some Euless right here. So it's just a heavier weight version of that. And it's the softest. It's soft and toothy at the same time, which is my favourite.
It wears so well. So so Gilliatt is the first one. The second one that we have in the shop is the updated version of Marina Skogul's mended 4-ply, which is used in the fan light sweater from issue 7. This is the color combination of the original sample that you can get as a kit. There are also 2 other kits available, a monochrome version and a version with teal as the main color. And Marina has just gotten the new spin of this yarn, or had gotten the new spin of this yarn before she went on maternity leave. So we're the first ones to actually have this. She's so excited, and it's so
That's
good.
exciting.
Like, the previous 4-ply was already good, but this is really, really good. If you've knit with her mended DK, this is exactly like the DK, just a lighter weight. So it's 100% lamb's wool. It's a 2-ply woolen spun, and she hand dyes all of these gorgeous colors with fiber reactive dyes in her studio, and they're just glowing.
Beautiful.
Love them.
And that's the so the 2 it's the bloom and the rose, they're on the stormy base.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Yeah. So these 2 colorways are knit on, let me just quickly grab this. They're dyed on this light natural gray, which gives them a lot of depth. And this is just the white.
I love that.
White, which has a tiny bit of gray to it, which is so, it's not focusing.
There's so much depth in all the colours.
So good.
Yeah.
Super,
so
super
Marina, she'll dye the same colours, but she has a sunny and stormy base, so she dyes the colours on the cream and then on the grey.
And or cloudy for the new one. Yeah.
Oh, is it cloudy now? Ooh.
Because it's grey.
Exciting.
It used to be beige, and now it's grey. So this is why this is still the same, but this is now called cloudy. So yeah.
I haven't tried the new mix. I need to get my mitts on it. I absolutely love Marina's yarn.
Yeah.
She's a fantastic dyer and super awesome. So, in general.
The third yarn, just really quickly, that we've added to the shop is the yarn that we used in Martha Forden's cigar cardigan, Crea Deluxe's Organic Wool number 1, which is this.
Beautiful.
Held together with their Deluxe Silk Mohair. So these are the original sample colors. This colorway is 19, and this is colorway number 1. And we have them in 3 different colorways, and are hoping that you like them so much that we can have more, because they have colorways.
It's really nice yarn, and they do have some lovely colours. We're stocking a very beautiful blue at the moment.
Yes,
though, that
we are.
Claire might have her eye on.
Yeah. Speaking of having your eye on, what are you gonna cast on?
I don't know. it's so difficult. So, complete disclosure, even though I work here at Making Stories, there is never any pressure to knit the things or to use the yarns. It's just that I genuinely want to. And I've got so many predicaments with issue 7. So I was fairly certain from the moment I clapped eyes on Cigar that I wanted to knit that first. And I still think I do because it's such a beautiful design. It's super wearable. And I just love the details on it. And we got that gorgeous blue in the shop. So I like that. But then I happened to see Jess from Ginger Twist Studios knit, get the sample out, Merrymaker, which is just so much fun. And I've got this yellow version in my head that I'd really like to do. Shocker. So I don't know. I'm going back and forth between the two. I also really love Tilda, which are the mittens. So I'm definitely going to knit some of those fingerless mittens at some point. And the Sea Forest socks are also gorgeous. So I don't know. Sake's in that. Honestly, I could knit pretty much all of them. So if you're asking me which one I'm going to knit first, I still don't know. Do you know? Do you have any idea what you're going to
No, well, I do know what I'm probably going to cast on first. Well, it's between two things, and I don't know whether I'm going to go the sensible route or the joyful one. Not that the sensible wouldn't be joyful. I knit one color wave sock, which has not been blocked, hence the weird look. Which was super fun to knit, and so I definitely want to make a second one because one sock
then you can wear
lonely. So that would be the sensible choice. It would also be a very enjoyable one, but but what I'm thinking what might be my first cast on is actually the Sea Forest socks in the Garthanor Snowdonia.
Super nice.
Because they're super nice, and I always love having a pair of socks on the go. And I've actually brought like a bag of the Snowdonia because I think I might actually just go with Glaslyn, which is the lightest color that we have. That is very close to the sample color. Oops. This way.
I love that color.
Yeah. So the sample was knit in Moel Hibok. I'm butchering the name, I'm sorry. But Glaslyn is very, very close to it. And I really like
pretty.
It's really pretty. So yeah. So I'm thinking I might do that. I might do that first. But
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but I definitely also want to knit one of the garments. I'm not actually sure just yet which one. I could definitely use more cardigans, so Sakai or Cigar. But I'm also just really drawn. Ooh. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Ooh.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Oh,
where did that
come from?
I don't know. I'm also just really drawn to the shapes of Merrymaker. And Hupata.
Yes, Hupata.
So,
that's the other one as well.
So yeah, I don't know. They're like seriously, like I just keep falling in love all over again with them. So yeah.
And this is where I'm at the moment. Like I'm really drawn to Merrymaker, but you're absolutely right. That is like that shape is what I always gravitate towards. So I do have, not that, I mean, it's a very different look to sweaters I've got in my wardrobe at the moment, but silhouette wise, but it just means that I will wear it a ton.
Yes,
I know that.
True.
But it's the same, I don't have very many cardigans, so which is why, so I'm gonna have to knit them both basically. I just don't have
that's
time.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You still have a little bit of time to decide.
It's true.
Until April 1st, I've heard.
Yeah, because something might be occurring on April the 1st, which is we're going to be running a Cal. It's not something we do very often, because honestly, I think in the past, we've just not necessarily, now that our team's a little bit bigger and we maybe have a little bit more space to do things, I think just Hannah-Lisa and I together, it's not always been something we've had time to really put our brains into, but For issue 7, we're going to be running a Cal for Joy, and we'd love to invite you to join in. All you have to do is knit one of the patterns, show it on Instagram. We're going to have a hashtag. What did we decide our hashtag was? Did we decide on one?
No, but we can do that now. Making Stories issue 7, Cal? We did actually. Making Stories Joy, Cal. We said.
That was it. I knew we had one. So Making Stories Joy, Cal. We're going to just knit along together using that hashtag on Instagram, and we'll be randomly pulling out prizes, and it's going to be super chill, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So please do join us if you would like to. If you'd like to join and you know what pattern you're probably going to be casting on, share in the comments below, because I'm nosy and I really want to know what people are knitting. And also someone decide for me what I'm knitting, because it's too hard.
People vote for Claire. Just write down in the comments whether she should make Merrymaker or Cigar. It will be But on the note of the Cal, I'm really excited about it because, as you said, Claire, we haven't run a Cal in a very long time because we just both haven't had the capacity. And now with Jess and Elsa having joined the team, I actually have a bit more capacity, and so I'll be running it over on Instagram. It's gonna be really low key. So every other week or so, I'm thinking every other week I'll just draw prices from the posts with the hashtag that have appeared during the 2 previous weeks. So, prizes don't need to be you don't need to have finished something to be eligible for prizes. There might be a grand prize at the end for everyone who has finished something. And we'll be running the Cal, I think, for 2 months. Did we say?
Yes, we said till the end of May, I think.
Till the end of May. So we have April and May. And the way that you can participate is just whenever you post something on Instagram, be that a post or a reel or a story about the project that you're making, just use the hashtag. So I'll see it, and then, every few days I'll just repost what everyone is making. I'll be knitting along with you. If Claire makes up her mind, she'll be knitting along with you. So
I'll be knitting something, I promise you. Something.
Yeah, and it will just be super relaxed. You don't, yes, there's an end date to the Cal, but you don't actually need to have finished anything by that. So, yeah.
No, it's super relaxed, super just fun that we get to do it together, show off our work together, and just have a nice time. Really.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's everything from us for today.
So too.
Happy launch day. We hope you love this issue as much as we do. Do comment in the comments down below what you think Claire should knit and what is your favorite pattern. And don't forget, April 1st, cast on date for our Cal, hashtag Making Stories Joy Cal. So
that's the one.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what you all cast on.
Yes. Alrighty. See you again in 2 weeks. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.